Hi everyone, so I'm here in beautiful Hawaii, spending a trip with my family. I just wanted to come at you with a new segment called Teaching Story Time. I was going to do a student teaching story time, but I found out real quick that I only really had one story to tell you guys. So I'm going to come at you with a teaching story time, and that's going to encompass any teaching, student teaching, or substitute teaching, or being a teacher at the school or at the daycare that I work at. So today, to start off my first episode of Teaching Story Time, I'm going to tell you about a time when I took some kids on a field trip with the daycare, and we actually had to go into a lockdown drill. So this was expected to be a very exciting trip. We went to a place that was a nature center, and it was great. We were all excited. In the morning we were getting ready, putting shirts on the kids, putting little tags on the kids, and just getting them ready, and we were all very excited, had our lunches packed, everything like that. So we get there, and it was a 40-45 minute drive, which was kind of long, especially with kids that are 4 and 5 years old. That's a long trip, let me tell you. But the kids did great, so it was fine, and it worked out for all of us. And so we get there and we get out, and there's a little place where the kids can play at and look around and just explore without having to have a parent or teacher right next to them. So we let the kids explore, let them look around. They're having a great time, and all of a sudden the leaders of our group, the director and the assistant director, I think, they were both like, okay, it's time to go inside. So I was like, okay, fun, yeah, great. There was a whole inside part, and I didn't really think anything of it. So we're getting the kids together, going inside, and we all sit down to kind of make a head count of everybody, and we let the kids start going to play. We are kind of divided up by groups, so there was a group of 5 and 6 year olds, and then there was our group of 4-year-olds. And we each had about 6 kids because we had to do a name to face check-in every 15 minutes, which was fine. We just had the kids say here, and it worked out great to make sure that all the kids were there and safe and everything like that. So we did that, and we let the kids start running around looking at stuff. I personally thought this place was a bit too, I don't know, there's just a bit too much for these young 4-year-old kids, and they really didn't get it. But it was fun anyways. So anywho, we are letting the kids play for a little bit, and a lady comes over and she's like, oh, by the way, this is what's going on. And she shares that they are looking for a person, and that we're in a lockdown. And I'm like, what? How did nobody tell me until this moment? And I wouldn't have even known if I wasn't right by the director, because they're like, oh, are you one of the leaders of this group? And she's like, yep, and started telling her right when I was standing there. And I'm like, I wouldn't have known that we were in a lockdown if this lady didn't come up and just share this news with us. So anyways, I was just like, okay. And it was kind of scary because they didn't really share that much information with us. They were just kind of like, yep, we're looking for somebody, we're in a lockdown right now, make sure you don't let the kids go by the doors, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, who are we looking for? Are they dangerous? Do they have a gun? Like, what are we looking for? So anyways, later on we go into this little rec room, and the kids are coloring and doing other things like that right before lunch. And another lady comes in and is like, okay, we got some more details on the person, and she gave all the descriptions of what the person looked like, and shared that he was running around the woods, and this was a pretty big place. So she shared that the person wasn't in our area person was in a different area, kind of on the outskirts of the establishment. So, and the place was mostly outdoors besides a couple of like small indoor places like a nature center. So we're like, okay, that's kind of a relief. And then yeah, so they didn't share that much information with us, and finally we were able to leave. We didn't even get to go to the outside part very long, and the kids didn't know anything of it, which was great. And yeah, but we were in a lockdown and we didn't even know it, which I guess is a good thing. But later, to figure out, we looked in news reports, and this guy was like running around with a hatchet and like possibly naked, and we're like, oh my gosh, the one day we're here that would happen. So anyways, it was very scary to be in a lockdown on a field trip. If you guys have ever gone through something like that, that was like one of the craziest things I've ever been through. Just knowing that, and knowing we had 4- and 5-year-old and 6-year-old kids with us was just really scary. This person could have tried to come in, and they even said they were gonna search us to make sure we weren't harboring any weapons or something. They never ended up doing that, but it's just scary to think like, oh my gosh, we're here with other people's kids and trying to protect them, and I don't know. So it was kind of scary, but we made it through. We got back home and it was great. So thanks for joining me on episode 1 of Teacher Story Time, and I hope you guys enjoy some of my videos about Hawaii. It's a beautiful place, and I definitely recommend that you guys come visit. Thanks for watching. Thank you all so much for watching until the very end. I really appreciate all of your support. If you'd like to check out any of my past videos, please click the 2 video links below. And if you'd like updates on new videos, please subscribe above. Thank you again. I really, really appreciate your guys' support. You guys are amazing. Thank you.